goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.
So we made it to BC finally. We're in Mission. So there's the Airbnb. There's this gangster truck parked outside today. Yeah, so cool. Super rad. But we're just loading up a little bit of stuff and then we are headed to the track to drop the car in the trailer. Here's the beautiful pit crew guys. Saber and Justin. Just strapping down the jerry can because it was cheaper to fill up in Alberta than out here. So at least get one fill cheaper. Yeah, loaded up with Zestino tires here and shit ton in the box, and can't wait to drop the car and do a shakedown tonight. We are at Mission Raceway now. Just gonna walk the pits quickly. There's not very many people here. I'm here. Diana's cleaning my car, lovely lady. I got 20 Zestino tires for this weekend, so hopefully that's enough for 3 days of driving. Jesse Foot. And then we got Sean Hardham here. He's the guy who runs Spec-D. He's gonna go in his FD. This is Jason Delahaye running here. Beautiful skyline. Warming up the diff tranny. Spec-D trailer, Silver's North America, Pulse RV, Snap-on, Zestino tires, and iRace. So LB DJs all of his equipment. He's going to be DJing for us for the weekend, and yeah, this is going to be exciting. So stoked to drive this track. Never been out here before, so pumped. I'll get some runs of these guys in a minute here. They're going to do some shakedowns. Sean's going to do entry speed, check how fast we need to be initiating, and get drifting going.
was a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think I saw angels just walk by. I think I saw angels just walk by.
You good? Ready? right, so tomorrow, just like to remind you, big old Sunday fun day put on by the Dark Lotus Drift Team. Over 90 cars in attendance. We are gonna burn this place down. It's gonna be great. So next battle on deck here. We got Morris here. Wow, look at Morrison, absolutely on chair up front. Wow. Filling that outside zone perfect like a rocket. Throw it in, set it and forget it. Right now, Gaston Morrison absolutely cruising up front. Cameron wow! Alright, so second part of this battle on deck. Here we go. Cameron Stewart gonna lead Gaston Morrison. Oh, Gaston Morrison coming wide! Oh no! So Cameron Stewart still has to finish the run out front. So far, so good. Oh! Oh no! Come on, get her being it. Get her going. That was a stall out. Oh no. Oh man, Cameron Stewart's
are back from Mission Raceway in BC. It was an amazing time. I can't thank Spec-D enough and Dark Lotus Drift Team. They're the ones that hosted us and the Sunday Funday event, and it was a riot. I've never done any more than 2 people in a tandem, so there was 6 to 8 car, sometimes 10 car tandem trains. That's just something else. You got to go experience that. It's a riot. Luckily, I didn't have any collisions. Some guys spun out in front of me, and I came a couple inches from one guy or 2 guys there, but I luckily kept her under control and just got out of the way or stopped in time, so that was rad. We also had a fire in BC in the event. I couldn't finish competing against Gaston in the top 16. I qualified 14th, and I had 2 qualifying runs with points. So for the first event in this car, getting the shakedown of it and getting everything sorted, it's going along pretty good. I have lots to go, lots to learn. It's like, made 330 wheel, but it's still, I could still use a couple more horsepower there, a couple more ponies. It's still got to work hard, but it's got to become a better driver and adapt and push forward before I jump to more horsepower, because that's a crutch. I find it's a crutch. Huge horsepower, you rely on the horsepower rather than skill. I want to kind of learn and get to be a better driver rather than just relying on horsepower. That's just my opinion. I love horsepower, don't get me wrong. One day this will be 700 wheel turbo LS, but for now I'm glad I didn't turbo it, and I just got to learn it this way, so that way I can become a better driver and learn how the proximity and where the car is, where I can put the bumpers so I can place it deep into the zones. I got lots to learn still, so still a noob with the chassis, but it feels good. We made some modifications, and Shelby from Dark Lotus Drift Team helped me out. He told me to pull some wiring, a plug out right by the ABS module, and it ended up killing the ABS because the VDC switch doesn't turn everything off. So it was still applying brakes in the rear, and I was wondering why things were going on. We ended up having to also remove the sway bar. The sway bar was in the way. When I was drifting, we would actually hit it in the front end, so it would pivot point me and just spin me out. And so we removed that, and I started rubbing frame a bit, so I do need a little bit of spacers in the front, and I will have to get those going soon. We had a fire, unfortunately. It was awful. It wasn't too bad. Luckily, I should thank the stars that nothing else happened, but some power steering fluid leaked out of the cap and dripped onto the header, and it caught fire. Nothing was really damaged, to be honest, so that's why I'm super lucky and thankful. But I'll show you guys the damage here. I have to hold the hood with my head, but just some dark header wrap, and there's a fire extinguisher everywhere. That's like baked onto the header wrap. I got some down in there. There's some back there. I got lots of cleaning to do, but hey, my car could have burnt to the ground. Thank God I had the fire extinguisher on hand in the car. That's why we need them, because if we don't have them on hand, we're gonna burn to the ground or get hurt in a fire, a serious fire. So I'll be thankful and move forward from here. I got to refill my fire extinguisher before the next event. We just tied a rag to the top of the reservoir, so that way it doesn't, if it weeps a little bit or whatever when it gets hot, then it can just absorb it. A lot of the other guys in the pits I found out do the same thing, because all their LS pumps do the same thing for the power steering. So nifty little trick. Also wrapped a rag around the catch can breather, because it was starting to have some oil push out of there too, and I thought I caught fire on the funday. That was a bit of a panic, but thank God I wasn't on fire again. And it was just a bunch of smoke from oil hitting the header wrap and whatnot. So super lucky. That could have been really out of hand, but shout out to Travis Houstra for putting out the fire. LBDJ, he was the one that spotted it when I was pulling to turn around for the to see who won the battle between me and Gaston. And yeah, if he didn't notice that, I probably went up to go against him, and it probably would have caught fire and burnt to the ground. Like, it would have got really bad and out of control. And by the time I get out of the car, get the fire extinguisher, pop the hood mid-track, it's going to be a big mess. So luckily they noticed that, thank God. Yeah, that could have been way worse, but here we are. Car runs, drives. I did the whole fun day, didn't have any issues with the power steering after we did that, thankfully. And yeah, nothing else got injured on the fun day. It was a riot. Like 10-car tandem trains are just ridiculous, and I wish we could do them up here because it's just so much fun. It's like the true grassroots feeling of drifting, and need to get into that a little more. But till next time, there's no practice this week, so I gotta change the plugs and do some wiring changes here. I had to order new coil pack harness wiring because the ones I have on there right now have some exposed wires, and after we cleaned the fire extinguisher off, I ended up having to forfeit the one more time due to the fact that the wiring got wet and I was misfiring on like 2 or 3 cylinders. So that needs to be changed. Ordered new ones. They're on the way. I can't thank Zestino Tires Canada enough. They hooked up all the tires this weekend. We got them at a really good cost. Like I said, through Sean Hardam. He's awesome. Helps us all out. And if it wasn't for those guys and all my sponsors, like if it wasn't for all these people in my life and with the car and in the series and everything, I wouldn't be where I am. So thank you to everybody. I can't thank you guys enough. It's making my drift dreams come true. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, ring the bell, do what you do. Take care.